What's up, party people, and welcome back to How to Day 1 to Master Rank. This is the series where I take every single Street Fighter 6 character from Day 1 all the way up to Master Rank. This is a fun and effective way for me to cope with mental illness, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and yeah. Now on to the video. Bison. Finally get to one of these DLC characters. I guess I did just do a Como, but I had time before Terry came out, so here we are. The first thing I like to do when starting out a brand new character is play the combo trials. You don't gotta finish them, but it gives valuable information. Not all of it, but it's a start on a lot of the info, and it's I like to reference it to like reading the back cover of a book to see what the book's about. Kind of just gets you acclimated with the character, their special moves, which is going to be the root of pretty much their core design of the character. So, while that's happening, I do want to cover, there's mainly 4 things that I want to teach you in the How to Day 1 video that I want you to focus. If you're day 1ing a character, I think these are the most important things that you should focus on that will improve your gameplay over time into, this is how you get day 1 to master. You start day 1 with these concepts, and we practice these same 4 core concepts all the way up to master rank. This is how I do every character. This is what I want to teach players of all calibers. If they're day 1 in a character, I think this is the important stuff. And, you know, it's fun. So, the 4 fundamentals I want to teach you in this series. So this really isn't a series for Master Ranks, unless Master Ranks want to hang out. That's what I say, you know, if they just want to give other players tips. But I've learned that, you know, players from all calibers, all ranks can learn from each other, can learn from all sorts of the basics up to whatever. So anyone who wants to check that, this is a guide for anybody, I'll just say that. So the number 1 thing that I want you to do while playing Street Fighter that will absolutely help you improve and just make it so you have a good time is slow down. Slow down and enjoy the game. You're playing a video game, so take a moment to slow down and savor the experience. I feel that lately, especially in the gaming world, people are just like rushing to get to the broken stuff, rushing to get to the glitches, speed running this, speed running that. Slow down. Immerse yourself in the gameplay. This is what I learned from my favorite fighting game players back in the day. And enjoy, you know, it's a canvas for you to paint a picture of your self-expression. Start each session by watching your favorite character. That's what I recommend. And getting hyped up. Remember, you're playing to have fun. So if you're like, oh, I'm not feeling it today, slow down. Put on, if we're watching Bison, I think I have 801 Strider in this video. I watched some 801 Strider to get hyped up to play Bison. Got me hyped up. Now I want to play some Bison. Now I'm looking forward to it. You know, at first I was like kind of grumbling, like, I gotta go play some Street Fighter. I watched some good replays. Now I'm like, man, I can't wait to go play some Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Concept number 2 is a focus on basic execution. You don't need to master every combo to reach master rank. Once you're there, you can refine your skills, learn the optimal stuff, all that. But it is important to know punishing at the right time. Street Fighter 6 makes this very easy, using the light, medium, and heavy button system, essentially. So usually whenever you're punishing a move in this game, it's either going to be you're going to need a quick punish, the quickest punish, which would be your light punish. Your medium punish, for medium, you know, spaced out moves, whatever that need, you know, optimal punishes, preferably like drive reversal. You need a 6-frame move, which is just how quick the move comes out. A lot of medium buttons. Bison, in his case, his crouching medium punch is what deals with those. That's how you punish those. And then your heavy punish, your cash out punish, your big damage punish for whenever they make a mistake like a blocked super or a desperate uppercut. That's pretty much, you know, light moves, special moves combo from light normal moves, medium special moves combo from medium normal moves, and heavy special moves combo from heavy normal moves. You know, it's pretty intuitive in this game. You will need to know a wall splat and a crumple combo also, because that's not always the same heavy combo, you know, but I have all that in here, the basic stuff for Bison, all in this guide, so just keep on looking and you'll see just the most basic combos that I use, that I want to use to get to master rank, you know, have my punishes down. Number 3, and I've learned is incredibly important and effective to climbing and learning how to pilot your character. Piloting your character is a whole nother thing. That just comes with experience playing your character. More Bison equals more experience moving around with them and stuff. So, but number 3, develop a game plan. Having any kind of game plan gives you an advantage over opponents without one. How much of an advantage depends on how well you practice, and that comes with time. I'll discuss more how to come up with your own game plan and create and devise your own game plans for whatever character you want to play. I'll do that in this video, but I do recommend maybe checking out the JP guide if you just want to see how effective having an idea of a game plan can be in this game, even if you have no idea what you're doing with the character. And don't worry, I got some stuff set up for you for Bison down below as well. Now, the number 4 fundamental I want to teach you, which is possibly the most important of all of them, is the 20 and 5 rule. If you're serious about getting better at anything, I recommend this rule for developing any kind of skill, for learning anything. So in Street Fighter, whenever you're playing a session, play for 20 minutes, solid, you know, training mode, whatever matches, just a 20 minutes, set your phone, whatever, timer, 20 minutes. After the 20 minutes goes up, you take a 5-minute break. You get up, stretch, drink some water, you know, all that, whatever you want to do, go text, go tweet on the Twitters, go on the Reddits, whatever you crazy kids are doing nowadays, whatever. Just get up, move around for a sec. 5-minute break. Play a poker game with some dogs. That's what I recommend. That's what I do. You know, I'm trying to take these dogs' monies. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do for 5 minutes. I get up, I stretch, I drink some water, I find courage the cowardly dog and some other dogs. We play a couple of hands of poker, we shoot some craps, and then I get back in. The important thing with this is this helps, everyone's like got rape anxiety. This will help you with that. Everyone's got, you know, everyone goes on tilt. You know, you play a session and you start, your brain starts getting that mental stack, especially in this game because the mental stack is so volatile. 20 minutes, 5-minute break. And this helps with muscle memory. It helps you learn your combos. It helps you learn situations better. And it just helps you from getting cooked, dude. It's so detrimental to anything. If you're learning like an instrument, if you're learning, you know, if you're studying, 20 minutes solid of work, 5-minute break. 20 minutes solid of work, 5-minute break. Cannot recommend it enough. I think that's the most important, honestly. So real quick, I'm gonna have this stuff on the screen so you guys can take a picture with your phone and follow along. The guide is yours, you know what I mean? I'm trying to help you guys. This is the same guide I'm gonna be using with Bison all the way to Master Rank, the same exact guide, just like you guys. Yeah, I haven't played with Bison at all yet. I just made this guide and I'm gonna use it to show you guys how I can do day 1 to Master Rank with this character, you know. But I'm gonna have the system mechanics also on the screen right now, which is pretty much just your drive gauge in general, your drive impact, drive parry, drive rush, drive reversal, and overdrive. Those are the system mechanics in Street Fighter 6 that every single character in this game shares. And I think it's just important to know these universal mechanics and dedicate time and materials to learning them first, because they'll just unlock the game for you with no matter what character you're playing. You know, every character, a lot of the times you're like, oh, I don't know what I should be doing here or how to deal with this. I recommend if you are asking those questions, just go down the line of system mechanics, and odds are one of those options are going to be the solution that you're looking for. Characters also have like very specific, you learn this later on, specific solutions to problems that other characters possess for you. But usually if you start with the system mechanics, you'll be like, oh, I can do this, you know, no matter what character you're playing. You're like, oh, this solves, you know, oh, Honda's butt stomp isn't really that hard to perfect parry, you know what I mean? Or if I stand here, I can drive impact it, so on and so forth, you know? It's like, oh, you know, jumping's a system mechanic too. I didn't put that in there, but jumping and chaining light normal moves is also in there. So there's some BMBs I'm going to put on the screen and show you guys for in Bison. I just want these as simple as possible so I don't have to think too much, because I'm learning a brand new character and I'm already like overloading my brain. So just keeping stuff as simple as possible on my day 1 journey is going to be key for my success, because even though it's not a fancy combo, just finishing the combo is so much more effective in any Street Fighter game. So yeah, the light punish, everything's pretty much going to be going into his Psycho Mind special move. You could do 2 crouching light punch into Psycho Mine, or you could do 3 crouching light punch into Scissor Kick. I'll talk more about that in a second. But then his medium punish, stand medium punch, crouch medium punch is a really easy hit confirm. I'll talk about hit confirms more in a second when I talk about the chains. But yeah, that goes into medium punch Psycho Mine. You know, medium punch into medium punch, light punch into light punch. Pretty easy. The heavy punish, you could use his crouching heavy punch. But the back heavy kick is really easy and really strong and really easy to do the heavy punch Psycho Mine off of. So like off a block BT, if you don't know what else you could be doing, this is just a basic meterless option and gets you moving as Bison, moving forward, and it's good damage, you know? So yeah, and then something that works off grapple, the heavy punch, with the back heavy kick. I wrote back heavy punch, sorry on this guy, but back heavy kick. Into the mine just like I would before, you know, on that heavy punish. And then the wall splat, a lot of times you need to learn specific wall splat combos because the normal stuff doesn't work for your character. So Mr. Bison has that target combo, stand medium punch is a forward heavy punch, which is his overhead thing, but it ground bounces him off the wall splat, so then you can get a light punch Psycho Mine combo after that. Very, you know, very easy. That's all I'm looking for, is the easiest of the easy so I can be effective with my character. The next step of B&Bs is what I wanted to talk about, is these chains. So basically a chain is mashing the light button, which changes the properties, because normally if your opponent blocks a light punch, you're at a disadvantage, but if you chain them, which is like a rapid fire succession, there's nothing they can do. It's a true block string, meaning that they have to block it all, otherwise they get hit. But the main strength you should learn as a beginner is the hit confirming, which is like, you have time in this game. If you're mashing and you see 3 crouching jabs hit, your brain could go, oh, cool, the second one hit, you know? And then by the time the third one hits, you can cancel into the special move, you know? Really easy hit confirm with Bison in this scenario also is his stand medium punch and his crouch medium punch. On block, it's really easy to tell that this was blocked, you know, and on hit, it was really easy to tell that it hits. So then if you cancel into your super, this is a good idea to get the basic concept of a hit confirm down, paired with the chain lights also. Pretty much every character in this game can do 3 lights into a special move for their most basic hit confirm. Bison would be like 3 crouching light punches into his light kick, scissor kicks. And that's as easy as it gets. Lastly, for just one more extension off the B&Bs, if you've got this far in your day one skill set where you can learn basic combos into your supers, like cancel off any normal, or like Bison's EX scissor kick, you could stand in heavy punch after that. He could pretty much go into any one of his supers after that. So that's just good to know to cash out, you know what I mean? You know, or like his Super 3, his Psycho Crusher, his EX Psycho Crusher, we'll talk more about that in just a second, but that's so good just to throw out there, and if they have a bomb on them, then you get your level 3 and it does a lot of damage. So just knowing these basic cash out combos just to use your meter a little bit more efficiently helps, just so you can get that damage out there, you know, and then win your games. Now we're on to our starter decks. I talked about this in the core concepts, having a game plan. These starter decks, I just kind of say starter deck, like as a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering. Like, when you're just getting into the game and you get your starter deck, and it's like, oh, this is really easy to figure out what I have to do to win, you know? Kaiba wants to play his Blue Eyes, Yugi wants to play his Dark Magician and protect it with magic, and that's how he wins his games, you know? So, I'm looking for that same basic idea of how I can win with Bison by developing a starter deck. And how I do this, I'll have a link on the screen, I'll have the match on the screen as well. And I'll post it, I'll put a picture up of round 1, round 2, and round 3. This is going to be 8-1 Strider versus Knuckle-Doo. And usually what I do is I'd watch a bunch of matches and just make little notes of what they're doing to win their game, what looks good. But if you guys break it down like I did, any character you want, any person you're a fan of, and you want to learn what their game plan and strategies are to win, write down every single thing they do in the match like I did here, and you'll start to pick up these patterns pretty quickly, honestly. If you're not good at it, I say just, you know, if you do this for 5 different matches, 5 different players, and you take a highlighter, and just go over the stuff that everyone's doing with this character, you're going to be like, oh, this is how I play this character. I just need to do this stuff and kind of ignore everything else until I'm good with this stuff. Then I'll learn the other stuff later on. So yeah, we'll watch Strider versus Do. Big fan of both these guys. Huge fan. I think these are, I can't glaze these two enough. I love NuckleDu and I love Strider. I've watched them play since forever now. These two are great players. I think Strider may have went to Canada. He might be back in America, but yeah, for like American players watching growing up, you know, just cook people, these are two of the best American players, competitors to ever exist. But yeah, so what I picked up from watching these games is my starter deck one is that Bison, his main goal, what he wants to be doing is playing the neutral game, which is basically before anyone's knocked on their back, before no one has an advantage. That's what the neutral game is. So you're just standing there and both players are trying to work their oppression onto the other opponent to gain an advantage, you know? So that's where Bison shines because he just has so many good moves he can do when neither player is at an advantage. All his special moves are incredible. The scissor kick's great to throw out. If you get counter hit, you get a good counter. There's like, you know, you can just do light punches after. If it hits, you're at advantage. If it's blocked, you're at a disadvantage, but it's pretty hard to punish. A lot of guys will figure out how to punish it, but if you space it, you can't punish it. And if you hit counter hit, you get a big combo off of it. It's super strong, honestly, just to throw out there. Usually it's a charge move. This game, it's not. I'm still, like, charging to use it just because I'm so used to it being that way. I'll have to figure that out. But his EX Psycho Crusher is probably one of the strongest neutral skip moves in the game. You can just throw it out there, and if they block it, they can't throw you, and it's 0, so you're right back to neutral. So you could press buttons. You could walk up to throw. You could step back if they're going to throw. That's super strong. If you have a bomb on them also, for any of these special moves, if they got a bomb and they block one of these special moves, you're like +5, +6, which is a massive advantage. So that'll come a little later, but all his special moves are very good. It's just super strong. His stand heavy punch and back heavy kick are both plus on block. Pretty slow moves, but very good moves. And you get like a crush counter thing off the standing heavy punch, and you get combos off of that too. So that's a good button to be using into neutral. It's just got to be careful because it's really slow. Stand medium kick, always a staple Bison button. This dude's got a lot of good stuff. Crouch medium punch, crouch medium kick, all really good. His use of the system mechanics also. This is always good to tell what a strong character is in this game. His use of the system mechanics are incredible. Crouch medium kick, drive rush. Any character with a good one of these is going to be effective. His is good. His raw dry rush, you can crouch medium kick, you can crouch light kick, scissor kicks after, light mine after. You could dry rush, crouch medium punch, kind of like Luke. You could dry rush, stand medium punch like Jury. His dry rush is very fast. It's just he could go in whenever he wants. That's all just good stuff. And then so basically that's the character you're playing. He doesn't have a good reversal, he doesn't have a fireball and stuff, so this is stuff you want to be doing to gain advantage. But I still wrote down 2 other starter decks just to give us some options and ideas whenever we need to fall back, whenever we're playing this character. So we got mix-up, shout out to Chris Hugh, the legend. You get you own the nukes with your amazing special moves, but then like you get the bombs and stuff. He's got a throw loop in the corner, which means he can shimmy in the corner, which means that's always incredibly effective in this game. Stand medium punch leads to his like high-low mix-up thing. If it's blocked, you're negative, but if it hits, you're positive. It's relatively safe to do anytime you're close, and you make your opponent guess. If it hits, you're in throw range, and you can shimmy your opponent, and that just leads to them exploding. If that's the case, it's just simple, strong mix-ups right now. Yeah, if the bomb's on, all his special moves are blocked. Drive rush, lower overheads, always a mix-up option. Throw is always a mix-up option. Basic mix-up stuff. This is where Bison gets his gravy, He's got a very strong neutral and very strong mix-ups and high damage output. That's what you want to be doing. He doesn't really have good defensive options, but you don't really want to be defensive. He's got all right defensive options, which I just wrote down below. Just like, if I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to unga bunga this guy, his crouching heavy punch anti-air, his jump medium punch anti-air, and his, did I write crouching heavy punch twice? I meant to write, so where I wrote crouching heavy punch anti-air the second time, I meant heavy punch psycho crusher. His psycho crushers are decent anti-airs as well, do good damage, and can cancel into supers. That's going to be our M Bison guide. See, I'm not going into a lot of crazy stuff. I really want to focus on these 4 fundamental concepts on my day 1, because I know I'm not going to be amazing with this character on day 1. But I still want to be as effective as I possibly can and be efficient in learning this character while I do that. So that's why I plan out my guide this way, and this is how you're going to see me climb with this character to master. I'm going to try to do the placements as soon as I can, probably today. I'm going to give that a shot now. If I can just go in there and play placements, literally never played a game with this character, and this is the data I'm going to use to do my placements and get this character all the way to master. And I want you guys along for the journey so you can watch how I do this, how I apply it, how I get better using these 4 core concepts and my basic starter decks, which, my basic starter decks come from that 3rd core concept. So just remember the 4 core concepts. Slow down, have fun, basic bread and butter combos, have a game plan, and a 20 and 5 rule. That's what we're focusing on in this guide. Watch me take those all the way up to master rank with however I do it. And along for all the wins, all the losses, you're going to see it all. So that being said, I am the Depressed Gamer. Y'all be good to yourselves. I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Say hi. I'd like to plan some free coaching sessions for anyone who's interested. I'll figure that out. I've never done Twitch before, but I think that'll be the best way to do it. Keep on struggling, and I will see you all in the M Bison placements.